13 of the Nick and Justin podcast, and we're gonna talk about some MLB and
Yeah.
some March Madness.
Maybe a little Jazz McCormick.
Yeah, yeah, little Chas McCormick. We heard that he supposedly would be listening to our previous podcast
Yeah.
episode.
To 12.
Yeah, we understand that we're popular, but
Yeah, MLB players like us.
yeah,
Yeah.
even though I'm not a huge fan of the Astros.
They beat us. They beat the Phillies last year. Chaz McCormick did make an incredible play.
Yeah,
In that
the
World Series.
catch.
Broke my heart. Was it Game 4? Game 5? Because Game 4 was no hitter.
Yeah, if I were to,
If he ever does listen to this podcast,
yeah,
and he ever decides to come on, we gotta ask him how that no hitter felt in Game 4.
I
How
want
that felt in
to.
the-
I want to ask him how that catch felt, because that's definitely
I
like.
want to ask him if he was on that 2017 team. All right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm actually curious about that.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah,
How do you even spell Chaz? I don't even know how to spell the guy's name.
CHAZ.
It's like Jazz, Jazz Chisholm. We're gonna ask him if he's the most stylish player on the Astros. Because him, Kyle Tucker, Alex Raymond, I don't know, Chaz McCormick, he's a sneaky fella. But
Or no, sorry, it's CHAS. Yeah, sorry.
our guy's got a wonderful beard. How old is this guy? 27.
He's young.
He's a young guy. But how you feel about Reese Hoskins though, getting hurt?
Ooh, I mean, that's a
I
tough
was
loss.
on my phone. End of the day, saw it. I'm like, oh no, he's half of the year.
Yeah. When I saw what happened and his knee just like blew out from under him, I knew
Yeah.
exactly it was bad.
It's like Chaz McCormick's going into his third year.
Yeah, he's drafted 2017. I just looked it up.
Yeah, he's playing back-to-back World Series, playing back-to-back against the Braves. Guy just wins.
Yeah,
Guy just wins.
I mean, when you have the Astros, like the Astros are crazy.
They are.
I'm not a huge fan of them, but they're really good. They got that nasty pitching. Christian Javier,
Lance McCullers.
Luis Garcia.
Lance McCullers.
Yeah, how's he doing? I know
I
he's.
know he got blown up in Game 3, but yeah, I think he's a good pick. I think he's been good.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hector Neris, who's somehow turned into a phenomenal reliever.
yeah. I mean, it's the Astros are kind of like the Dodgers. Like they just make any
The
player.
Dodgers of the AL.
Yeah, they
which
just make
is
any
annoying.
player into good. Like you just make them good.
But yeah, back to Reese Hoskins. When you first saw it, what do you think? I did not think it looked that nasty until the way he slid down looked kind of like the way he got fell down on the ground. I was like, did not look comfortable.
Yeah. It's just a huge loss, to be honest.
It is.
People can say whatever they want about Reese Hoskins, about him having not the best year.
Him fielding is what, but they're gonna need Nick Castellanos to,
Step up.
cause no Bryce for half the year, maybe like a month or two.
Yeah.
And then no Reese for full year. That's gonna be rough. Because this lineup with Reese in, you couldn't pitch around. But now, cause you have Derek Hall, who can crush righties. I don't know about lefties though, cause he struggles against lefties. But it's gonna be a lot tougher now, cause they can't start slow, cause there's no more excuses. Went to the World Series.
Mhm.
You can't have what happened last year. And it's going to be really tough. Because you got to face DeGrom first game without Reese. But
Yeah.
Reese struggles against DeGrom, so. Or no, he struggles
Everybody
against Scherzer's. Yeah. Except you have Bryson Stott, Owen Schwarzer, Max Scherzer.
Yeah. Max Scherzer
Uh-huh.
and Justin Verlander is just not even fair.
But I feel like it's like a trade though. You lose DeGrom for Verlander.
Yeah, I think it was a good trade for both teams theoretically, just because
Well, not it's like signing, but.
you know.
They're trading. It's a 3-team trade. Trade
Yeah,
DeGrom.
they
Right.
got Scherzer and Verlander in return for DeGrom.
I will say Scherzer on the pitch clock, I do kind of worry about because he's been struggling a little bit with the pitch clock.
Yeah, I saw that. Everyone's going to be struggling with it though.
Well, some pitchers are doing a lot better.
Yeah. It depends how fast the release is. Like, I know a lot of
Like
pitchers.
how fast you set up.
Yeah. Like I know Luis Garcia from the Astros. Speaking of them, I know he has a long windup.
Yeah.
Sonny Gray, I know does. A lot of people do. It's just both hitters and pitchers are gonna be affected from the pitch clock. So
Yeah.
it would be weird to see how that works out. But March Madness, another week down.
Yeah. What a slate of games it was. Miami came back and won. That was a great game.
Mhm.
But UConn absolutely destroying Gonzaga. It's like there's multiple overrated teams. Gonzaga, Kentucky.
Gonzaga's the Bills of
Whoa, what are
college
you
football,
talking
college
about?
basketball. They make it far every year and they just can't. They can't finish it.
Dogging the Bills for no reason.
Yep,
Jeez.
it's my best. It's my best analogy.
Best analogy. Yeah. Like the Jets, not the Bills. Come on. Jets will Jet. Bills never Bill. But it is. But Gonzaga, I can never stand it. Kentucky is overrated now. I mean, they get every 5-star in the nation, in the world, and they can never. The only year they won a championship is Anthony Davis. That's it.
Didn't they have Devin Booker too that year?
They went 35-0 and they lost in the Final Four. I feel like John Calipari mostly.
Mhm.
I mean, except for making the national championship in 2014, losing to UConn, or 2012 beating or winning the national championship, or making the Final Four. I mean, what else has he done? He got Memphis to a national championship, but he's 1-3 in national championships, or 1-2. I get he's a great coach and all. He's a regular season coach. Back-to-back years, he's not made it past the second round. He's lost to teams like Kansas State, Kansas State was a fun ride. They're a good team. If you're Kentucky, the blue blood should not be losing to Kansas State, even though you're a 6 seed. Last year, lose to St. Peter's. That should not happen. But
St. Peter's. I love that team.
You know, no team. None of those players who transferred away from that team did not make the NCAA tournament this year. Not even Doug Eddard himself did not make the national
Doug
championship.
Eddard.
Not make the tournament. But FAU against San Diego State and Miami, UConn are probably. I think this is good. This is great for college basketball. Have mid-major teams that are playing for the national championship.
I like that.
It should not always be Duke, Gonzaga, all these teams, Kentucky, all these teams playing for national championship. No, it's called March Madness for a reason. The madness happens in March. I mean, who doesn't want to see FAU hoist the national championship?
Yeah, I don't.
Then lose their coach.
I like March Madness and all, but I just feel like it's too many upsets. As much as I love seeing upsets, it's too many.
Can I tell you something? What's the name? What's the name? What's the tournament called?
March Madness.
Yeah, it's madness. Happens in March, right?
Yeah, but
It
still.
happens. Still?
Still.
What still? It's March Madness.
There's no point in seeds if you're just going to lose to a 12 seed.
That's
or
the
19.
point of March Madness. It's called one game.
I think
If you don't play well in a half, see you later.
it's good. It's a fair point.
Why?
It's basically just whoever wants it more.
I mean, Purdue was the most fraud one team I've
Yeah.
ever seen. No guys could shoot a basketball. They won't. No, they were scared. Except Zach East.
I'm surprised Alabama made as far as they did. I thought they were going to be,
You thought they were gonna be like one of those one seeds that just
just fell off. Because it was like their first time in how many years since they've made it to there.
Well, they made it a Sweet 16 a couple years ago, or Elite 8 against UCLA. But I do feel like they were. I feel like Brandon Miller just did not come up
Mhm.
clutch. Did not come up strong. And
Yeah.
there's a graphic on ESPN. They put the worst field goal percentage as a player in March Madness history, and he was the worst player. He shot 19 of 45. Or not even like that. It was something terrible. He
Yeah.
shot like 19%. 30.
It's just some players just don't play the same in tournaments or playoffs. I have something to talk about, a little topic for NBA.
NBA.
LeBron James coming off the bench. I
Yeah.
think this is a huge, just like checkpoint in his career because
His career. This is second time he's come off the bench in his whole career.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like it's kind of a sign that.
No, you saw John Morant come off the bench. Like, this happens when players come back from stuff. But I will say, the NBA is tough to watch now.
Yeah.
There's no March Madness. At least they play defense. NBA, they just let drive-bys happen. Doesn't matter what type of player you are. You could be the 12th man on the bench. Guy who's working at Home Depot scoring baskets. But well,
NBA. Let's touch on the Sixers a little bit.
Sixers.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
Let's just, you know,
Is Embiid winning the MVP?
I think so. No, like in the ladder right now, he's winning.
Yeah.
But do I think he's gonna win?
No, they're gonna
No.
they're gonna put Jokic.
Yeah.
Which I like Jokic. You know, should be 3-time MVP.
I like Jokic, but I feel like people have so much bias towards the Sixers just because they hate them. They say Embiid is bad and he's worse than. I think Jokic and Embiid are pretty much the same.
One's a better defender, one's a better playmaker. Like, yeah, it just goes on and on. Like, they're washed. And they're not washed. Like, they're terrible. I mean, like, their skill set, they're even. One's a better. Yeah. One's a great defender, one's a great offensive player.
Yeah. Like, and the people that say, like, Embiid gets most of his points off free throws. What's the reason for the free throws? Because people are fouling him because they're scared. They know he's going to score. They're scared of him. That's not his fault. It's not like it's LeBron where he's flopping everywhere.
Yeah. Quick U-turn.
Yeah.
Now, the Bills just released their pictures of the new stadium. That was absolutely wonderful. I mean, Bills Mafia's about to go crazy in there. But back to the Sixers. I feel like they're not gonna give him MVP, but I could also see why they give Jokic just because he's the first ever center to have a triple double for a whole year.
Yeah.
But I feel like he should win it just because how dominant he's been. So.
Yeah, but just like, imagine how Embiid would perform if he was on the same team as Jokic was. Like, if they swap places.
Yeah.
He would get so many more, like, rebounds, not many assists, but he would get a lot more points and rebounds. The rebounds would be crazy.
But I also feel like they won't be the same, though, as the Sixers. I don't feel the Nuggets will be the same team. Because you lose that playmaker in Jokic that you would do, that Embiid doesn't do. And I feel like the Sixers will be different without the defensive Embiids. So I feel like putting them in two different scenarios would be a lot different. I don't feel like Nuggets. I feel like Nuggets would be a little bit worse, and the Nuggets would be and the Sixers would be a little bit worse. I don't think
They would get better.
Yeah, I think Embiid's impact defensively would hurt the Sixers. Cause I don't feel like they have enough. I don't feel like their I don't think Harden's playing defense. I like PJ.
No, we know Harden's not playing defense.
He's not playing defense. PJ Tucker, I know, play defense. So they traded Matthias Thybulle, who was a player of defense, but he couldn't score. I feel like for the Nuggets, you get the defense, but Jamal Murray's not cooking like he always does.
Yeah.
MPJ ain't cooking like he always does without Jokic. It's just too ball.
Yeah.
With Jokic, he dishes the ball out.
Yeah.
He's got he pump fake. Oh, back out, kick it back out, 3-pointer.
Yeah.
Bang.
Let's talk about how do you feel about Sixers and Tyrese Maxey? How do you feel about Tyrese Maxey?
I feel like he's a good player.
I don't feel like
he's the player that everybody says he is. He's like,
I don't know.
I think he's a fine third option. I just don't feel like he.
I think
gotta see what he's doing.
I think he's on track to be good.
Yeah, he's on track. I just feel like it's been a little ups and downs, ups and daisies.
Yeah, I agree. He's definitely had some not so good times with the Sixers, but I think seeing his progression from where he started rookie year to now, it's just like it's crazy. And
he's
people
averaging 20.
Yeah, I mean that's pretty good for how old is he?
23, 24, 22.
Yeah, 22. 22 years old, averaging 20 points a game. How many assists?
An assist, 3.5.
I mean that's
he's
solid.
He's he's a point guard, but he's really a shooting guard. Like
He's just not as tall.
Yeah, Harden's the point guard. Because he's the playmaker. He can play make.
Yeah.
Maxi's that underside 2 guard.
Mm-hmm.
Which I like Maxi. I think he could be a good player. I don't think he's gonna. I think he could be up to an all-star level player. I just don't see him being all NBA like that. I think he's a 20 to 23 type scorer.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think he
Shooting around.
if he were to
40.
resemble like a player, it would probably be like I'm trying to probably like Westbrook, prime Westbrook. I feel like.
He's gotta get that. He's gotta get the rebounds then. He's gotta get the rebound and assist.
Well, that's what I like. The rebounds are just not there, but like the assists and the points, I feel like are gonna skyrocket.
Yeah. Maybe like a prime Victor Oladipo. Victor Oladipo was not bad.
He was nice.
Well, not Orlando. Indianapolis, Victor Oladipo was a dog.
Yeah, I miss
Even
watching
like
it.
CJ McCollum. Just a better CJ McCollum.
That's fair.
Undersized, 2 guard, scores.
Can shoot.
Oh, yeah, he can definitely shoot.
He can dunk. He can do anything.
Man, what happened to Victor Oladipo? So sad.
It's that injury.
Some track. Track to be a good player.
Yeah. But seeing the Mavericks get knocked out,
Dude, Luka.
and Kyrie just has that thing to where any team he joins, it's just
Luka, I don't know how he's gone from being so happy playing basketball to being so sad.
Mhm.
I mean, the guy went from the greatest time of his life, just hooping at 25, 24, not even at 23.
to Desmond Bain, just always angry.
Oh, whoa, what's wrong with Desmond Bain?
He's always starting stuff, all the time.
I mean, he just,
Him and Dylan Brooks.
I cannot stand Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, they always are starting stuff, but
Not much as Desmond Bain. Dylan Brooks, though, is the most, like, guy. He be wearing those, like, wife beater type shirts.
yeah,
I don't know if I should say that. But
yeah,
What?
yeah,
it's
just what they
wearing
call
those
'em.
shirts that look like, man, I'm about to punch somebody.
yeah. Like
beat
he
someone up.
he just annoys me because he always tries to. He always wants to start stuff, all the time.
Yeah.
It's like Patrick Beverly, but Patrick Beverly's like funny.
Patrick Beverly at least can, like, I like Patrick Beverly. I cannot stand Dylan Brooks. Dylan Brooks is the most
Yeah,
irritating player I've ever seen.
I think Patrick
But
Beverly
he does it in
is.
such a great way, though. It just makes it so frustrating.
Yeah, he makes it in a way to where like he's acting like he's like Draymond Green, to where he's nuts, but he's really not.
Yeah.
He's just an NBA player.
Yeah. You know, he got win the national championship. Men's basketball.
For March Madness, or
Yeah. He got Final Four. A little early, you know.
I want to say it's UConn,
That's everybody's pick.
but I think it's gonna be FAU. I want it to be FAU.
I want it to be FAU. I would like to be an FAU Miami.
That'd
Battle
be
of
cool.
Florida teams.
I think
I did wish Crane was here so we could get like a Big East showdown.
Mhm.
But man, if we get a Florida matchup,
it'd be cool.
Final Four, that would be sick.
Yeah,
It is great. There's 3 teams that I did not believe Miami's never been to a Final Four.
yeah,
But also, they're a football school
Mhm.
and a basketball school.
yeah. I think I want FAU to win, but it's probably gonna be. I don't know. I don't know who it's gonna be.
If UConn does not win,
Who is it? UConn, Miami,
San
FAU,
Diego State. San Diego State.
San Diego State. Yeah, no.
If UConn does not win the Final Four matchup, I do not know who's going to win the national championship.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, if UConn loses, I don't know who's going to win. Because that team, UConn should win. They've been blowing the doors off.
Yeah.
everybody.
I think UConn's gonna win. I think they're just the easy pick.
Give me FAU. Give me FAU.
I want FA to win because it'd be so cool.
FAU would be the lowest seed ever to win a national championship.
That'd be so cool to see.
They would beat Villanova's record when they beat Georgetown.
Yeah.
In 85. Why not? Jim Nance's final game ever calling college basketball. Love Jim Nance. And it would be FAU hoisting.
Yep. I like Jim Nance too.
Ah, dude, Jim Nance is so good. Him and that one other guy for his name. And I think it's Grant Hill also. Is it Grant Hill? That's on his. I think it is Grant Hill. Yeah.
But
yeah,
yeah, I think that's gonna
end it off.
Yeah, gonna end it off. If Chaz sees this, then we appreciate it.
Yeah. Chaz, me hit the podcast up, Chaz.
Yeah.
I'm the actor.
All right, we'll be back next time.